All right, just had some dinner. It was delicious. Had some meatloaf, some mashed potatoes. Like, listen, like, how good does it get? Like, I got meatloaf flame, but anyway. In this video, I want to talk about niching down or niching down and how I understand my niche is extremely competitive. But you have to remember, when you niche down, you can go for a competitive field. And that's what I'm going to explain in this video. I'm Will Griffin. If this is your first time here and you want to see more YouTube related stuff, I am going to start dabbling in some film stuff. I'm excited about that. I got to do a little more research, but neither here nor there. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell. You know what to do. All right. So niching down and finding your niche, or, you know, really honing down. Now, what I wanted to do YouTube related stuff. And I knew I wanted to do that. And I also wanted to do film related stuff. I'm kind of in that genre. Now, there's a lot of people that do money making and YouTube stuff. So there's also that road. Now, some computer channels talk about gaming and what the best computer for games are and what the best computer for this game is or this game. But then again, there's another computer channel that's like, okay, this computer's best for your business. And that's what they focus on. So you can go after a heavily competitive niche and you'll be okay. You can go after that, you know, like, think of it this way, the workout and fitness channels. I'm sure there's fitness channels that are dedicated to old school bodybuilding and old school powerlifting. And then I'm sure there's some that are towards the yoga end and the Pilates end and all that end. So you have to remember, even though you're going after a certain niche and after a certain target audience, they're gonna watch your content for you. They're gonna watch your content for what you have to offer, your style, your play style. You know, you don't know everything about, you know, that's one of the biggest mistakes people do, is they will not pursue a niche because, you know, I don't know everything about it. Listen, as long as you know a little more than the average Joe, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna know, you know, what to say, what not to say. You're gonna have a general idea of what's going on. Now, the average person just starting YouTube, I've been doing YouTube for about a year now. And when I first started, I didn't know anything about this. I know a little more than the average Joe. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to do that niche and go after it and pursue it, even if you don't think you're an expert. Nobody's an expert on YouTube because it's always changing. You know, come 2020, everything is completely changing on the platform. There's half the big creators that are quitting because of the changes. Listen, YouTube will always be changing. It's ever changing. You know, it's something that's evolving with the times. Kitten, my cat, is right next to me. Come here. You want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Oh, she didn't want to get up. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, jump down. Gaming channels, like, that do just how-to videos. That's all they do. They do walkthroughs, stuff like that. And then on the other end, there's channels that do just live streams. Like, that's what they do. They live stream and they do like highlight reels. There's also some channels that don't even have a person talking to you, which is fine. Like, some news channels just ramble off news. That's okay. There's no good or bad niche to start in. And you have to remember, the whole part of it is to just make great content the way that you want to make it. You know, don't strive to be the next Mr. Beast. You know, don't strive to be the next Peter McKinnon. You know, again, don't get me wrong, I've taken tips from Peter, I've taken tips from, you know, some of the bigger guys. But there's nothing wrong with that. Taking little, you know, tidbits here and there, that's fine. You know, you're not copying them and not getting an audience. You have to, you know, be yourself. You have to find your own. Like, I've got a friend of mine that wants to do baseball cards, and that's his thing. Now, there's a whole website that's dedicated to just opening baseball cards. And they've got a million different people that do it because the diversity is there. And this is one specific niche website that just does this. Have a makeup channel, and you're gonna do makeup different than somebody else. You're gonna do it completely different. And you may have just that little touch that one person can understand better. I may be able to get through to somebody that somebody else couldn't get through to. It's gonna click in somebody's head like, oh, that's what I should do. You know, oh, I should do this, I should do that way because they said it and it makes sense. You know, where somebody else could say the same thing and it doesn't click, it doesn't make sense, you know? So that's all I'm trying to get across. Focus down on one thing, but do it your way. Don't try to do it somebody else's way. You know, my thing, head towards like the YouTube tech end, you know, all the stuff that you use to build a YouTube channel, the things you need. Like I just did not a tutorial, but kind of how to build this thing and bring this lighting in, because this lighting's way better, the lighting I had before. And I spent literally less than $10 on this. But I'm going a little off track here. But maybe somebody seeing that video could have seen that video 10 other times and not been like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, I think I'm gonna do it that way. You know, somebody out there might see that. So that's just what I'm trying to get across, you know. Find your own niche, do it your way. You know, don't worry about if there's a ton of competition. Listen, with everything going on right now, there's gonna be a ton of openings per se. The competition is gonna get lighter. So just keep putting yourself out there. Don't worry about the views. And that's all you gotta do. You know, find your niche and don't be afraid to do it, even if it's in a more competitive field than you're used to. But anyway, I'm Will Griffin again. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And as always, you know what button to push. Push the button. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would help.